Hello everybody and welcome to the first proper video on the Durham Student YouTube channel. I introduced myself vaguely in my video with Abby last week, but my name is Karina and I am a second year at Durham University studying marketing and management, and today I'm with you to post a video about World Mental Health Day. So today it's World Mental Health Day. It'll be the 9th of October when this gets uploaded. And basically I am just bringing you a video all about what facilities there are in the university to support you with your mental health, how you can look after yourself whilst you're at university, and just to sort of let you know what we have in place. The first thing I want to talk about is the ways you can help yourself before going on to tell you a bit about how college welfare teams work, the student support within college, university counselling services, and other things that you can access outside of that. So they're kind of like all the stages of like service you can access. So in terms of self-help, there are a few main ones, and especially ones that I try and practice. My first main tip would be to practice like different relaxation exercises. So whether that's breathing exercises, yoga, exercise, the like. At Durham, for things like yoga, we have the Yoga and Pilates Society, which have yoga classes a few times a week. So they have them Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays and Saturdays at the moment, I think. And then there in exam season are also yoga classes in the library, in like the big library called the Bill Bryson. So last exam season, when I was feeling quite stressed out, I went to a yoga class, like an evening yoga class in the library, to kind of like break up my studying. And it was really nice because I just did an hour of yoga and then went back into the library and carried on studying. So that might suit you. Within the university, there's also a meditation society. So I think they meet in a local church once a week around lunchtime, possibly on a Wednesday. But you can find it all on like the Students' Union website, and they do guided meditations. But also if you don't have the time to go to that, or it's not the right time, because for me personally I can't make it to those classes even though I'd really like to, there's an app called Headspace which is really useful, and so you can get the free version of Headspace, which is what I currently have, and you can actually access quite a lot of things. So they have like a basics, like intro to meditation kind of 10-session course, which is really good because that's got like 100 minutes of free meditation, something like that. And then they've also, you can do some trial sessions on different things as well. And then in terms of getting the actual like full subscription to Headspace, it's a little bit expensive, but actually a really good tip is you can get it for free with Student Spotify Premium. So that actually works out cheaper than paying for a Headspace subscription, because Student Spotify Premium is £5 a month and Headspace is £10 a month, so you can get it for free with the Spotify Premium. Which things for taking care of your mental health are having a regular sleep cycle. From studying psychology at A-level and also looking into it a bit more, I've discovered, and I've found this really works for me. So if you wake up in the middle of a sleep cycle, which are like your sleep cycles that are in 90-minute cycles, you will feel more tired than if you wake up, like, say, a bit earlier. So it's often cited that like 8 hours a day is like the ideal amount of sleep, but actually that's not right, because that doesn't fall into your 90 minutes. And if you wake up after 8 hours, if you set an 8-hour alarm, you can, like, you'll be interrupting a sleep cycle, so you'll actually like jolt awake and feel more tired when you wake up than if you had 7.5 hours sleep, because that's on a 90-minute cycle. So what I've tried to do, and I'm finding it works pretty well, is trying to set an alarm that's either for 7.5 hours time or 9 hours time, depending on what time I get to sleep. So 7.5 hours if I haven't got so long, and 9 hours if I want a really long night's sleep, because either way that sort of falls into the 90-minute cycles and I feel more rejuvenated when I wake up. A few other things you can do to help yourself. Regular exercise really helps. So for me this year, I am going to try and go to Zumba classes, and I also tried a Broadway dance taster, which was really fun. So I think I'm going to go back to that. I'm going to do park run on Saturdays. So these kind of things can be really helpful. And then also just being open and honest with your friends and talking to them about how you're feeling, because I find it's a lot worse when you keep everything like held up inside. If you can be honest with your friends about it, they can kind of support you with whatever you're going through. So on to the next set of things. In terms of welfare in your colleges, in Durham we're really lucky to have a collegiate system, which means that there's quite a lot of support on offer for you, which is brilliant. So in the college welfare teams, firstly you will have like the student-led welfare team, and this is a group of students at Mary's. It's called Welfare at Mary's. It's a group of 4 students that have been elected as the welfare officers for the college. They're elected by students to help the students, which is really cool, and they'll do weekly drop-ins in which you can go and just get confidential advice. They can signpost you kind of to which service might help you the most. The student welfare teams are really good because they're students, so they can just understand you a little bit better. In college there are also a couple of other types of support. Firstly, another type of student support is the college parenting scheme. So you get allocated 2 students, or maybe sometimes 3 students, who are from an older year, who generally will have studied the same or a similar subject to you, and they can kind of help you, give you advice. So I recently got allocated my college children, and one of them studies business and one of them studies Japanese, and so between mine and my college wife's like subjects, that's fairly similar. So hopefully we can give them advice on what they need in the same way that our college parents gave us some advice. There's also college mentors. So within college you get allocated a mentor, and they sometimes will do a similar subject, depends. I have got a new mentor this year that I haven't met yet, but that's a business mentor. So if you like, you know, if part of the reason you're struggling is just like settling into college, or you just need some general like university advice, they could also be quite good people because they'll have gone through like the system before you basically. On top of that, there are student support officers in college. So there's the vice principal, who at Mary's, that's Catherine Payne. There's like the senior student support officer, and for us that's Dave Robson, and the student support assistant, which is Claire Basnett. So that's our student team. There's one in every college, and basically you can go to them. The way it works for us at Mary's is you make an online booking, and then you can go to an appointment with one of them, and they can be really helpful at providing some advice. Generally they're fairly easy to book the appointments, and they'll just like help you figure out what you need to do. So last term I had a couple of appointments with Claire, and she was very helpful on just kind of helping me find the right resources for what I needed. You should also get allocated an academic advisor. So I got allocated someone in the business school, and they were able to help me. Particularly I had one assignment that I just had some questions about, and so I had a meeting with her, asked her some questions, and she was able to help me with that, and that just reduced the stress that otherwise that would have caused quite a lot. So they can be helpful as well for like subject specific stress. If you have issues that require a bit more support than this, the next kind of level of support offered in the university is the student counselling service, and again this is a very easy to access service. You have to complete like a referral form online and send it to them, and then they'll get back in touch with you, and you book a like consultation appointment with them, and then based on that they can kind of identify what the best port of call for you is. If you want like further specific advice, there's also the disability support service within the university, and if you need like more medical support in terms of like getting medication or something, you can go to your doctors, and they can also be really helpful. So I know that's a whole bunch of information, but hopefully it has been useful to you. If you have any more questions about like the mental health support available in the university, just comment down below, let us know any questions, and Abby and I will do our best to answer any questions you have. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!